In light of a recent Stadia interview, is the media now softening its stance on the platform? Interesting. Let's get into it.
Stay sick cause I follow my gut. They say I was pushing my luck. I'ma push me a matte all black truck. I'm not sorry.
What's up, people? What's up, people? What's up, people? It is your boy MM2K back again with another video. Do me a huge favor before we get into this Stadia dosage. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, rock those bells for notifications, please, so you know when your boy's dropping these doses. I appreciate all of y'all straight up because y'all know the deal, y'all know the reason. I am not too proud to ask. All right. And speaking of I'm not too proud to ask or I'm not too proud to receive, before we get into today's video, I just want to give a special shout out to my homies over at Google. See this? So while I was like getting ready to record this video, my friends at Google sent me a care package. They sent me a care package with a note, congratulating the platform, Stadia Dosage, reaching 200 subscribers, man. Very nice of them. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much, Google, for all the nice words and the gifts, you know what I'm saying? I will say this, that despite anything positive or any of the criticisms that I may have, this is the most welcoming and the best community, gaming wise, that I've been a part of. And I definitely want to say kudos to all you guys for making this happen. I owe you guys a lot. And I'm going to try to continue to provide you with great content to keep you guys coming, to keep you engaged, and keep you in the know as it relates to Stadia. And we thank, again, Stadia over there at Google for recognizing our efforts. Good or bad, and anything that we say critical is only to better the platform, but there's definitely a whole lot more good than it is bad. And we can't wait to see this platform blossom into what it's going to be. All right, with all the pleasant stuff said, thank you again, Google. Let's get on to the story. Okay, so what was I talking about? Before I get into all that wishy-washy stuff. So Google's Stadia's, I don't want to butcher his name, and I hope I don't do it. Let me see here. Google Stadia's, one of their reps, his name is Andre Dorinichev. Andre Dorinichev, I think I got that right. Andre sat down with Engadget a week ago in that infamous video the infamous video and the infamous news article that sent the internet a buzz, that had some of the people that we know with the blue check marks propagandizing that garbage. You know what I'm saying? And in that interview, it was done with Engadget, and in that interview, they sat down with Andre. Of course, they had some, they didn't softball any questions. They had some questions that were relative against some of the ires on the platform, which is fair enough. And I think Andre knew that he was in light for that. But what I didn't like on the interview is that there were a lot of lies and myths and things of erroneous nature thrown all at Andre. Like, for instance, they started off the interview, I believe, with saying, hey, your platform had a whole bunch of problems at start. And that's not the case. The case is that a lot of people that boosted up Google Stadia had network issues. I beckoned back to when I got my Xbox One X. When I got my Xbox One X, it was a small group of people that had issues booting it up because the fan was loud and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. But that wasn't the majority of the people, of the recipients of the Xbox One X. And that wasn't the majority of the recipients of Stadia that had these issues. And they were trying to make it seem like that they were humongous and widespread in their questioning. And it's things like that Andre had to deal with that I think he handled well. He was very positive. He handled well. And what Engadget tried to do erroneously and despicably, honestly, was to make Andre sound aloof. You know what I mean? But it didn't work. It didn't work because the response Engadget got in that article, man, oh man, oh man, and we covered it in our special podcast that we did that preceding weekend. They gave it to Engadget, and as they should have. And now you see the Stadia hate quieting down, ratcheting down, not being vocal, because they were trying to boost, first they were trying to boost Xcloud, then we came out with the infamous compare video. Then they were trying to boost GFN and kill Stadia. And GFN is now losing games at rapid rates, you know what I'm saying? So now, with all that, and they tried to throw my man Andre under the bus, it didn't work. And now what you're seeing as a result is a calming down of the rhetoric. Gaming Bolt did a follow-up article in regards to Engadget Sit Down, and I'm not going to go over the whole article, but they're being more fair, which is not saying a lot in comparison to Engadget, but they're being more fair and focusing on specifically what Andre said instead of trying to make it sound aloof. But here's the thing that I want to highlight, to where I have a difference of an opinion on, but it's okay. I still recommend people check out this article. So the thing that I have a difference of an opinion on is, they say here, in the end, it seems like Stadia was launched too early, before the company was ready to put their full weight behind it. Google has the baggage, a graveyard of programs and ideas too, that too makes you wonder. They are expanding Stadia, however, so the seeds are being planted, and in the end, time will judge where Google's service is going to land. I want to deal with the first part, where it says, in the end, it seems like Stadia was simply launched too early, before the company was ready to put their full weight behind it. Here goes a tweet that I had, that I responded to Google, not to Google, but to Gaming Bolt posting this article. I said, instead of closing with it released too early, it released lighter than they made transparent. They had to release when they did. Even bare bones though, the product's performance is amazing. Launch just needed better explanation of day one product and better rollout of titles in 1.0. Basically what I'm saying is that if you understand and you're looking at from 5,000 feet what this platform is proposing, it is solely proposing that you are getting great fidelity, great performance via the cloud. So there is no dedicated device in your home. So there is no static way for them to sit there and take a dedicated device, bump it up against a monitor and say, okay, well, we got 95, 97, 98% efficiency or probability that you'll be okay. They can't do that, because in order for them to do that with a cloud service, they have to go in everyone's home. So because of that factor, at initial rollout, you're going to have a couple more cases where people are raising their hand, flashing their hands and saying, hey, I'm having problems. It necessarily doesn't mean that it's a problem with the platform itself. Like we had the infamous meme where the guy was playing Destiny and he was showing lag when he was hitting the space bar. That's because the fine young gentleman, let me calm down. The fine young gentleman had a VPN active. Anybody should know you shouldn't do that if you're having a cloud experience, but that's here nor there. So you can't go to everyone's home. So you're going to have at initial rollout a little bit more reported problems that may not necessarily be because of your platform, and you just iron them out. And I think Google did an excellent job ironing those things out. I saw drastic increases in performance, even on Destiny, the way it looked, just 2 days after I started my Founders Edition. So again, they didn't launch too early. They just launched in a way to where the day one product wasn't transparent until, a few weeks before the product was going to release. You know what I mean? And that caused a lot of problems. And I understand that, but we're past that now, okay? Secondly, I want to talk about where it said in the article where it closes out, Google has the baggage of graveyard of programs. Look, we've been there, done that. Look, Gaming Bolt, I'm trying to give you credit, but you're making it hard. You know what I'm saying? You're making it hard for me to give you credit. I don't know what type of due diligence you do there, but you got to do better. We debunked that myth about Google Graveyard a long time ago. The litany, quote unquote, of programs that Google axes, it's not axed the way that they try to make it seem like it. They've either become bigger and better programs, or they were just small rinky-dink programs that nobody really cared about. We're talking about a gaming platform that is going to be part of an industry that's going to be worth $300 billion in 2025. This is not like Google Plus, okay? Completely different realms. We got to get better at this, okay, Gaming Bolt? You're making it hard. I'm trying to give you guys some credit, but come on now. Now, the final part I want to focus on, which I do agree with, is where they say in the end, time will have to judge where Google's service is going to land. And I couldn't more wholeheartedly agree. Here's the thing, y'all. Even though I love the service, it's my preferred way to play now. Even though I was part of a group that did Super Saturday where we expressed our love for what this is capable of, and the fact that we know that per the signs that Google ain't going nowhere no time soon. You know what I'm saying? That still doesn't mean that this thing is guaranteed success. It all depends upon how well Google markets this to the average consumer that's in the gaming. And if they do that well, it'll be successful. If they don't, it won't. That's out of our hands. So that's a given. But with that said, I'm glad that you're starting to see articles lean more this way now, to where they're letting the execs, people like Andre, just explain what the product is, explain the process, maybe re-explain the vision better than they did at launch. And that way people can get everything, a well-grounded look at what this platform is all about and will be in the future. And with that said, that's it from your boy MM2K. Let me know what you think about what I had to say in the comment section below, because like I always say, who cares what I think? But if you did like what I had to say, check out the links below to follow me. Those links will lead you to the Broadband Bullies, PNTS Network, Hard Knock Digital Culture, and yes, here, the Stadia Dosage. And with that said, you all have a wonderful, wonderful gaming day. Peace.